Hello everyone, and today I am at the Oklahoma State Fair Park, which is hosting the 26th annual watching the 26th annual Youth National Arabian, half Arabian World. Hello everyone, I'm at the 26th annual 18 Youth National Arabian, half Arabian World National Horse Show. I can't say it right.
Welcome to the 26th Annual Youth National Arabian and Half Arabian Championship Horse Show.
Hello everyone, and welcome to this episode of Steve's Horse Show. I didn't want to yell because we're in the VIP lounge, I just heard. Luckily I got this handy little pass so I could get up here. We're going to talk about what you do at a horse show, what it is, what they do at a horse show, how they set up their stalls, what the classes look like, stuff like that. Basically introduce someone to a horse show. We're at the Youth Nationals, and so perfect time to do that because we got a bunch of young riders and stuff like that have also, a lot of them have been riding for years and years, but a lot of them are just now starting out. Just talked to a lady that said she's bringing people for the first time. So I want to just go over kind of what how you would get into a association like this one or something like that. What would be some of the first steps that you would recommend someone to get started showing?
Yeah, so there's a lot of different ways to do that, obviously. And as an association, we always encourage people to join our membership because we have a lot of different types of ways to help you connect. One of the best ways probably is to find people in your area, and a simple Google search is honestly one of the best ways. And then you got to kind of decide, do you want to go to a barn where you can learn to ride, or we also have a program called Discovery Farms through our Arabian Horse Association, where it's farms that have been vetted, and then they sign up, and it has an interactive map on our website where people can look whether they're zip code, state, or city, and then look and see if there's any area farms around there that have Arabian horses that you can just come and visit, even if you just want to go and like tour and go pet a horse. And so you don't necessarily have to go ride, you don't necessarily have to like sign up and pay anything. You can just literally go and learn more about the horse. Yeah, and honestly, one great thing about our association and our members are everyone's so open and willing and to help you in whatever capacity it is if you want to get involved with horses. So if you want to come, we are always looking for volunteer opportunities at our shows or with our youth membership. If you're a youth kid and you're wanting to get involved, we have the Arabian Horse Youth Association. We have tons of youth opportunities for those kids where they can volunteer. And once again, you don't have to ride, you don't have to show. You can literally just come, and if you want to be involved and be around a group of kids that enjoy horses too, you can come. And we do a lot of different stuff throughout the year. And then we have shows all across the U.S. and Canada for our national level shows, but we also have regional shows and then Class A shows and that as well. And once again, we always are needing volunteers for those. So, we have clubs in all over across the U.S. and Canada. Regional, we have 18 regions throughout U.S. and Canada too, and they're always looking for people too. And once again, if you want to get involved, a lot of it is really just talking to people, whether you call our association, go on our website, or go to your local club. They're hosting meetings all the time. Go, and it's just start that conversation by simply going out there and going out and meeting someone. One nice thing about our youth nationals is you will see a lot of different kids in different levels, I guess you can say. Like there's kids here that this is their very first time, and they might be 15, 16, or you have kids like, Payne that we just talked to, that he has been showing since he was really young, and this is like his 10th, youth nationals. But no matter what, there's always kids that come from different backgrounds, whether some of them have shown in the open circuits, or this is like their first time ever with Arabian horses. They've done other breeds, or they've never shown before and they come. And this is what we call our youth national, so it's a little bit bigger scale. But most kids, there's one girl earlier this week actually that this was her first big show that she's ever taken her horse to, and she won 3 national titles. She did amazing, and she actually paid for it all herself to come here, and then she trained her own horse as well. So she did everything from the ground up. She is, I believe, 15 or 16. So yeah, so she has a few more years in the youth association, and she got involved because of her grandma, actually. Yeah, so it was kind of a family thing, which was really sweet.
you guys open a tour of basically the facility, what a horse show is, and all that to the general public?
Yeah. So we call it our tail tour, and what our tail tour is, it's our Total Arabian Interactive and Learning Tour. Exactly.
You remember that.
Don't ask me to do it twice because it doesn't always happen like that. But no, so what it is, it's like behind the scenes tour for the public. And, you know, we have people that have horse knowledge, and then we have people that have never been around a horse before. We have people that have been out to the show before and not. And so it's really for anyone. They're kind of customizable. We do a lot of interaction on our tours, and we encourage people to ask questions. And what we'll do is typically we'll take them through our museum, and they learn a little bit about the show and the history of us and the Arabian horse. And then they'll go and watch a couple of horse show classes, so then they can actually see the horse in action.
And they get someone there to explain, like, why are they doing this? Why are they doing that?
Exactly. And then we'll walk through a little bit of the show, and you'll see the stalling area. And then we also have tail tour stations where they can learn, like, you know, what do you use to groom a horse with? And they'll go through, like, oh, this is a
Are these people that have, like, never seen a horse before, or are they, you know what I mean?
All different types, because we'll get, like, little, like, kids group, 4-H groups a lot of times for our youth nationals, but we also get, like, senior living homes will come out and that, yeah. And so honestly, once again, it's for anyone.
People can just drop their kids off, y'all watch them for the day. And
we've had that. Not that we don't love your children, but
just call us when they're ready.
Right. It's $100 an hour. No.
So we put them in this stall, and
Give them food and water.
so what do they do as far as they come learn about the association, go watch a few classes.
Yep.
And then
like really the pinnacle of it all is they actually get to come and meet a real horse and pet the horse and take a picture with the horse. And then it's an opportunity for them to get an up close glance of like what the horse is and some of the characteristics of an Arabian horse, because it is different than like a quarter horse or a paint horse or, you know, what a lot of typical horses people see. And it's also just a great way to showcase and highlight our breed. I mean, there's probably like 15 kids around touching this horse at once, and he's absolutely loving it. So it just goes to show like these horses are part of these people's families. And one thing we always say about an Arabian, people ask us why an Arabian, and it's hard to explain if you've never seen it, but they have such an incredible bond with people. It's kind of been bred in them back in the times of the Bedouins, back when they would be in the Bedouin tents in the deserts. They would keep their horses inside. So obviously you didn't want a wild horse in your tent. And so kind of through selective breeding, these horses have gotten more...
We have to fact check this, Perry.
It's in our museum. I can show you. But they, you know, kind of through selective breeding and through the years, they have gotten this temperament and they're more geared to be like a family horse and being in close quarters with families. And last year I was up at our show in Canada, and there was a girl asleep in the stall with her horse, and they were sound asleep. Like,
so you tell everyone, yeah, they live in people's houses, and
some of them do. Well, it was really interesting. There's a lady who challenged her kids in her region to reach out and take the Arabian horse to the people. So what she did was they started taking Arabian horses to nursing homes. And one of them, and it went viral. Some people might have seen it on Facebook and the news and that. But one gentleman in one of the nursing homes couldn't actually get out of his room, and so they literally walked the horse into his room and brought him right to him. And this huge horse was in this room, and he's just sitting there, and this horse just puts his head in his lap, and this gentleman was just petting it. So it's, whether people think it or not, these horses are, you know, house trained, and we encourage you to bring them inside.
That's awesome. I finally pinned down the tour guide for the, what's it called?
Total Arabian and Interaction Learning Tour.
So when they first get here, you meet them and talk to them about what do you go through first?
Well, first when I meet them, I ask the kids their names, and they get to fill out a VIP pass and wear around their neck.
You didn't do that to me?
Well, because you're not a child. And so we bring them, they get to put their names down, and then the next thing we'd like to do is, if we're waiting for the rest of the group to come, we usually buy our awards room. So I speak to them about that, and then we actually have other things, little pictures that go on, etc., whatever the parents want to do. Then I usually bring them to our Arabian Horse Museum, and I get to introduce them to our Arabian breed, what makes our Arabian horse special, and how they're family-oriented horses. And then the best part of all is when I take them to the barn area. And actually they see all the prettiness of the arena, but all the work that goes on behind the scenes. So they get to meet and greet a horse.
I can't say it right.